Hey, I'm Jim O'Neill. I'm the CIO of HubSpot. We're a little bit unique because we actually live in both a public and a private cloud. Public being Amazon that we know and love, as well as private being OpenStack and Rackspace. And we believe that we can actually marry those together and even have a third participant, which is bare metal. So we truly believe we can bridge everything from the lowest common denominator of bare metal all the way up through the most flexible, scalable public cloud. So HubSpot's experience with zombie servers, and that's a term that we kind of coined, is, every once in a while in a public cloud, instances go missing, and it either is due to multi-tenancy issues, or the underlying host is having issues, or the underlying hypervisor. And the servers basically kind of limp along until we get a message that they've been degraded. We usually know well in advance of that. And again, those aren't individual problems. Every cloud's going to have them, including a private cloud. It's just when you're at scale, you have to make sure that you use automation to replace those zombie servers. So that's really the big thing that HubSpot has done, is we spent a lot of time automating everything such that a zombie cannot get out of control. So at HubSpot, the meaning of automating all the things is we push code to production 75 times a day. We're doing that for well over 3 years. And that doesn't include just application features, it actually includes infrastructure and scale. And we've bundled all of them into one metaphor. So when a developer or an ops person needs either more capacity or more features or a combination of both, that's really where all the automation and automate all the things comes into play. That's 100% scripted. We have a very simple UI that anyone with the right permissions can go to, say how much capacity they need, where the capacity they need is, and then what application stack they want to sit on top of that capacity. And within about 5 minutes is our runtime, about 20 minutes in the public cloud. We have that time to enjoyment and that application fully provisioned, launched, and on a public network ready for delicious eating. So that's how we do it. Right now, HubSpot is figuring out how much we will leave in the public cloud and how much we will run in a private cloud. I think every workload has its own pros and cons in both. So we are not in a totalitarian, we're only going to be in a private cloud. We actually think every job and every tool has its right function. So the biggest things that we're looking to do is heavy payload, heavy data intensive Hadoop H-based type loads will most likely be on OpenStack bare metal. And then web and application level services will probably be actually split between the public and the private cloud. And we've actually paired up these data centers with fat pipes so that we really don't care. So if we want burstability and experimentation, we'll go public cloud. If we want hardcore data analytics processing, more predictable reliability and QoS, we'll go private cloud. And it's really up to us to decide where we want it. So we're running about just over 160 nodes. That includes about 2,000 cores, about 21 T's of memory, about 2.5 petabytes of storage. So it's not small, it's not yet huge. We expect that to grow quarterly at about a 25% quarter-over-quarter rate, and that's basically what our public cloud growth rate is. What we actually see though is because we're producing about 4 times the workload capacity, is that over time the clouds will converge and maybe our public cloud grows faster, but our private cloud is actually less expensive to operate because we're more efficient in that private cloud.